Critical thinking is a topic that everyone seems to be talking about these days because we are all getting our information from so many different sources, and 100 different people can get 100 different ways of looking at the exact same situation. We no longer are all getting our info from the same source. So we can't even agree on the basic facts of a situation anymore. So critical thinking has become more valuable than it has ever been for this very reason. So how can you know that you are a critical thinker? I'm gonna tell you 3 key skills you need to have to make sure you are a critical thinker. This does not mean you have any certain side or certain idea that you're going to accept or reject because you're a critical thinker. It is a framework that you can use regardless of your position because you're a critical thinker. Number 1 is you question every single thing. Critical thinkers question everything. Anything you tell a critical thinker, they go and check it, or they'll check you and find out where you got your information from. Why should I accept that is true? I heard someone say that if your mom calls you and tells you she loves you, you go get a second opinion. That's what a critical thinker does. You accept nothing on the surface, regardless of the source, regardless of what it is, regardless of how you feel about it. You always question every piece of information you are given. This does not mean that you won't agree with what was told to you. You just question it to find out where that information came from. And a lot of people have trouble with this frame because they get mad when someone questions them when they make an assertive statement. But if your assertive statement is based on anything real, then you have no problem being questioned. This is how you know someone's a critical thinker, because they question every single thing to the point that it even annoys a lot of people around them. Number 2, simple question you can start asking people anytime they make a declarative statement. How do you know? How do you know that's true? How do you know that's a lie? How do you know that actually happened? How do you know this is going to happen? How do you know this thing when you know you weren't there and you don't have that experience? How do you know? Start asking people the how do you know question. A couple things are going to happen. Number 1, you're going to find out that a lot of people assert a lot of things that they have no basis of knowledge, experience, or intelligence in. They just assert things because it's been told to them, or they want to believe it. It connects to their emotions, so they just go repeating it even though they have no reason to believe the thing that they are telling you when you start asking this. Secondly, you're going to find out for the people who do know stuff that you're going to learn a lot because they're going to explain to you how they actually know what they know, how they have come to have the knowledge that they have, if it is indeed knowledge. So when you start asking this question, you're going to expose 80% of people, and 20% of people you're going to get a lesson from. And number 3, a critical thinker can see both sides of any position. Even if you think this, you can understand why somebody thinks the opposite of that. And if you think over here, you can understand why someone thinks the opposite of that. This requires a high level of objectivity, a high level of logic, and it requires you to control, not suppress, but control your emotions, that even though you are strongly on this side over here, you can completely understand logically why someone may be on the exact opposite side of you. Most human beings, I would say 95% of people, do not possess this ability, especially in subjects on which they are highly emotionalized. So you want to be a critical thinker. Here's your framework. Most people fail this test. What about you? Work on your game.